Welcome to the Genius Club. I am your boy Lean Gene. And yeah, let's get right into it, man. Dang Dash and Jim Mo. That's what Cameron was calling Jim Jones, man. It looked like Cameron, Jim Jones, um, has been having a little back and forth, they little dispute for a while, whatever the fuck it is. But still, like Joel Santana said, it's Joel's Freaky Zeke, goddamn Hell Real, but it's really Joel's, Jim Jones, and Cameron that is like Dipset. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other motherfuckers that was claiming this shit and around, but them three really stuck out. So let's see what cause Dame Dash had a good situation to spill on this shit earlier, right? Let's see what he got to say, man. Let's go. Hey, play that shit one time.
What, a couple people called me about what Jim said about me, and I was like, I don't know, understand that. And then I heard what Cam said.
You went and got a couple niggas, and I know these niggas, they my niggas too. You tell them you got a problem, they jump in the car, they don't know who you got a problem with. They get down there as Dame. You boy niggas to jump Dame Dash? Really? Dame Dash, you couldn't fight Dame Dash? Lucky the niggas that you bought was like, oh shit, hold on, I thought we was coming for some real beef. This Dame Dash. But Dame ain't no sucker. Dame was ready to fight all three of y'all. And then when Dame realized the other two niggas wasn't doing it, he said, I want to fight you. You said, I don't fight. Dame said, why you got muscles? You said, I got muscles to look good. You know why I know? Because it's on tape. Did I put the tape out? Did I tell niggas, yo, put that tape out? Because Dame was stunned. Dame said, yo, get the fuck off my block. Y'all niggas ain't about to do nothing. Dame was in downtown on Orchard Street acting like he was in Harlem and told niggas, yo, get the fuck off my block. I told niggas, don't put that tape out, man. It ain't worth it.
That was true. People asked me, it's been brought up. Big Face Gary, he was appalled, but he was like, why didn't you ever tell us? Why didn't you ever tell us that he came to the block with his boys and you had to almost get into an altercation? And it was really like, when someone that I consider family, I've never been in a situation where someone that I consider family actually tried to have somebody physically put their hands on me. It blew my mind, the level of disrespect. It was so un-Harlem that it was embarrassing. That one of the ones that I raised would actually try to have me hurt. And for what? What could have been done in that moment that you would physically want your man or someone that kind of helped you to get humiliated? Because that's all that would have been if somebody would have came on my block, or rather to my art gallery. It was my art gallery, and put their hands on me in front of my girl. So there was just no way that was going to happen without some degree of a fight. But again, what broke my heart was I felt like I raised everybody better than that, and it looked like a black eye to whatever I was teaching. It was just embarrassing. And family business should be within family. But at the end of the day, it's all just been talk. We're all in our 50s, or I'm in my 50s. They must be getting ready to get in their 50s. And the violent tough thing is definitely never going to be the proper example that we want to lead by. Like, I know the younger versions of ourselves would have been laughing at us like, yo, sit y'all old asses down. When we were younger, we always laughed at everybody older that was trying to act young or doing young things. So the tough thing has been over since the 40s, probably early 30s. It was like, you're too old to me to be tough like past 30, your early 30s. It's family time. It's time to invest in your future. It's time to do things that you want your children to do. And fighting amongst your friends 20, 30 years later, your best friends, the people that you fought with to get where you had to go, the ones that was broke with you and then got rich with you, and you fought, that's not the proper example. And I can't even say nothing because I've led by the wrong example. you know, me beefing with homeboy. But again, if you ask me, I'm just like a bystander in that. I never chose to get at any of my brothers unless they got at me publicly and I had to change a narrative. But there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't get said because it's not everybody's business. And at the end of the day, 50 started the shit it's an interview that happened with 50 and Cam, and it turned into, civil war verbally. And as long as we keep it on, words, it doesn't really matter. Nothing got said. I'm sure at some point, brothers fight and they get over it. For me, I just mine was blown, that he was that confident to think that could happen, or that the disrespect of our relationship. Like, I felt like I had done so much for him. I did a play with him, a movie with his whole crew. I made albums with Mel Matrix. I literally have records and songs with Mel Matrix that we still listen to. We were really, like, I thought of a family that could never, ever, nothing would be able to make, I could never put my hands on any of my little brothers, really, unless I'm defending myself. Or any of my older brothers.
So, Dame made a good point. When you beefing with motherfuckers that you got a whole lot of respect for, motherfuckers you grew up with or your family, you consider your family. I mean, that's really bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, because you should be men enough to get over that shit. It ain't really that fucking serious, right? But it is crazy how Jim Jones tried to pull a move and get the man jumped. And I don't know. I've been doing some research. I don't know what the hell that's for. What, it was a bad business deal? Jim Jones mad? What, he heard some shit that Dame said? Ain't no telling. Cause they keeping it within their circle. But come on now, Jim. you lifting all the motherfucking weights, man. You got you got damn vamp life or whatever the fuck you got going on, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about this situation. I fuck with Jim. Hey, shout out to American New. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dame. But I fuck with Jim Mo, right? And I fuck with Dame. I don't know him, right? I don't know him personally, but I know a lot of their history and their catalog, and it's extensive, especially Dame. And Dame claimed to help a whole lot of motherfuckers. So at the end of the day, it kind of do feel like Jim Jones is just on some bullshit and trying to sell his album or something because he finna drop. You know what I mean? So bring back up this old shit that the whole, that everybody interested in, get the motherfucker talking. And maybe you can get some more eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's how I look at it is like, damn, Dame Dash was standing on business according to Cam. According to Cameron, Dame Dash was standing on business. Jim Jones didn't even want to fight, even though he came with some goons to try to fight him. So everything I see is look like Jim Jones kind of on some Fugazi ass type shit. Because he wasn't the most popular out of Dipset. It was Cam, Jewels, and a lot of people like Jewels over Cam. But it was Cam, Jewels, and then Jim. And then Jim came with the Ballin' song when nobody else had nothing popping later on, when Dipset already was over with. So, and then he started getting this run with the reality show and all this shit. But look, and then motherfuckers kept saying that Cameron had knocked his little broad. What's her name? Christy, something that was on the show with him. Or whatever her name that was on the show with him. But yeah, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation, man. And like that like button, comment, subscribe. Give your boy some motherfucking engagement because I'm trying to grow. You dig? Come on.